Aloha, what's up guys? This week's video is going to be a little bit different. I know I say that every week, but I like to mix it up. I keep trying new things. For this week's video, my topic's going to be health food. People like to say, oh, I can't eat healthy, it's too expensive. Health food's way too expensive. So I'm over here at Times. Let me flip that camera around. So yeah, Times is a local supermarket here in Hawaii. It's known to not be the cheapest place. It's not like going to Walmart or anything, but I think it'll help prove the point that eating healthy doesn't have to be expensive. In fact, it's actually cheaper than eating healthy, I would say. Now, when it comes to how much it costs to eat healthy, it really depends on your local prices, so this video is geared toward Hawaii specifically, but the same concept should still apply, the same types of food for whoever is watching this video. Now, first thing, I guess I should lead off with the definition of eating healthy, because a lot of people have different opinions on what's healthy and what's not healthy. There's a lot of different diets out there. So for this video, I'm just going to go with the scientific consensus, the data from the US government and the World Health Organization, and most of the universities and doctors. They all promote a very similar kind of diet. That is a diet, high plant-based diet, lots of whole grains with fiber and fruits and vegetables, as little meat as possible. But if you want to eat meat, you eat fish, because the fish is generally healthier. It's been shown that people live longer and have better hearts if they eat a lot of fish. So we'll be pricing some fish options as well as meat options, because people do like meat. So as far as healthy meat options go, the general consensus is less red meat, more lean meat, poultry and fish. So fortunately, poultry is one of the cheaper meats. You can get chicken for pretty cheap here. So I'm going to do some calculations based on a 2,000 calorie diet and try to incorporate the amount of fiber you should be having in a day, the amount of protein you should be having in a day, and all of that good stuff. So let's go into Times and look at some prices. Alright guys, so as I've shown, I have the rice here. It's brown rice, but you can eat white rice too. Don't listen to that low carb hype. Japanese people eat exclusively white rice and they're the skinniest, longest living people in the world. But anyway, this is like $10 a bag, and the bag has 142 servings, which comes to about 7 cents per serving for the rice. And it does have protein in it. It's got 3 grams of protein, 2 grams of fiber. The World Health Organization does suggest that most of your calories come from whole grains and legumes, plant-based stuff. In this next image, you can see the beans, the average $2 a bag. You might be able to find it cheaper somewhere else, or maybe just a couple, a little bit more. But those things have 70 calories. They're really low calorie. But here's the kicker. They have 9 grams of protein. They do actually have a lot of protein in them, and 50% of your fibers. So you only need to eat, maybe 1 serving of these a day. But if you got most of your fiber from the beans, and you just wanted it to be done, you could eat 2 servings. So hypothetically, if you wanted to eat only rice and beans to get all of your calories and nutrition, we're looking at $1.11 here, maybe even less if you got a good deal on the rice and beans, and that's for your full 2,000 calories, just $1.11. But of course, no one wants to live off of just rice and beans, so let's move on and look at some other data to see what we can find. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is just go on a Google search and type, how much protein do you need? Now we're going to find a lot of conflicting information, so we'll go with the conservative numbers, because we're looking to save money. But so average woman, 46 grams of protein, and probably a little more for men. 140-pound woman should eat about 53 grams a day. Healthy eating. I'm looking for something more like official. These ones are saying 1.2, 1.7 per kilogram. So 60 grams a day for a 165-pound man. I'll just look at a few more numbers here. If you're eating 2,000 calories, 125 grams. Okay, so going back to our beans and rice numbers, you'll find that if you ate nothing but beans and rice, you'd be getting 40 grams of protein a day, which is almost as much as you need for the conservative estimates. But of course, you're going to eat more if you eat some fish or chicken, so let's check out the prices on that. Alright, so let's just look up the protein content in chicken, fish, and pork, because those were the cheaper and healthier meats, well, except the pork, right? But the pork is cheap, so maybe you can add a little in there. So it says here chicken thighs are about 28 grams of protein per thigh, which is about 200 calories. So hypothetically, you could eat one of those a day. So those chicken packages were like, if you could get them for under $2 a pound, you're looking at $5-6 for a pack, and they have, you know, 6 to 8 thighs in there, so you're looking at under $1 a thigh. So if you're on a budget and you just eat beans and rice with, you know, a chicken thigh or two a day, well, we're looking at between $2 and $3 a day for food. And now we're looking at the pork shoulder. The serving size here is for 3 ounces, so you get about 5 servings per pound, and it was about $1.60 a pound for the pork shoulder over there at times. So yeah, you're looking at like 30 cents for a serving. It's really not much. And this one has 20 grams of protein, so if you have, you know, 1 serving with lunch and 1 serving with dinner, and you ate, you know, your whole grains for breakfast on your beans and rice staple or cereal or whatever you're eating, you're still up, you know, getting 60-70 grams of protein for only, you know, $2 to $3 a day tops. Now here's butterfish. That was one of the cheaper fish. The seafood's a little more expensive, but it is healthier. But I did see, you know, around $3 a pound for some of these fish. Let's say we want to bump that up a little bit to a quarter pound. A quarter pound is about 125 grams, give or take. It's 27 grams of protein, and you're looking at $1 worth of fish there. So again, not that expensive, and fish is pretty good for you. So at this level, you know, you can even buy some of the more expensive fish. You can go to Times and get yourself some ahi poke, though that's going to be a little higher in fat depending on which one you pick, and sodium, so just be careful with that. But yeah, as you can see, it's actually not that expensive. Ahi's like $11 a pound, $12 a pound for poke. And if you eat a quarter pound of that, you're getting plenty of protein. That's a little more expensive. You're looking $3-4 for that. But still, if that was your daily budget, you're looking at still $5 or less a day for food on this type of diet. Now, I didn't really mention fruits or vegetables, but how much you need compared to everything else, it's not very much, especially if you're already getting most of your fiber from your beans and rice. So you're just looking for your micronutrients now, a little bit on the side for each meal, as much as you can afford, as much as you can, you know, get yourself to eat. You can get bananas or pineapples in Hawaii for like $1 a pound, cabbage 50 cents to $1 a pound, and cabbage is super healthy. You know, don't think you need to get organic kale and acai berries to be healthy. No, that's just marketing schemes. So yeah, you should be able to eat healthy for $2 to $3 a day, and that's like if you're extreme poverty, maybe even $1 a day if you eat nothing but beans and rice and are on a calorie restriction. But you know, most people with a job, you should be able to afford under $4 to $5 a day and eat perfectly healthy. And there it is.